All right, what's up, what's up? Here we are for the recap video on the day. Finishing green today, 205 bucks on the day. Pretty decent green day today. I was ready to wrap it up around being up maybe like $105, $110 on the day. But then I stuck around to trade the FOMC meeting, and I was able to get some nice trades on the SQQQ, SQQQ, sorry, 3 Qs, not 4. And I was able to get some nice trades on that to make an extra $100 or so, and finishing the day up 205. So small cap momentum, kind of weak. Small cap momentum, not much. Pre-market we had FRZA. I was able to get small green on this. Didn't really pull away. I wanted to see it pull away. It was a low float. I had some news. I thought this had some boat revenue, more boat revenue catalyst. Thought it was pretty good. I was tracking it pre-market in my live stream, which, by the way, you guys can join the live stream. I'm going to be live streaming every day. I'm going to be doing it regularly pre-market. Usually I start around 8 or 8:30. So definitely keep an eye out for live streams from me. Definitely going to be doing these pre-market live streams more regularly, starting on this Monday. I've been doing them. So yeah, where was I at? Yeah, FRZA, no bueno for FRZA. SNOA, this one was popping up here on no news on SNOA. Pre-market was okay. This thing was okay pre-market, faded, and at the open tried to do the red to green move, and it completely just, did not have any follow through, which is quite unfortunate. I was ready for this thing to rip through the moon, and really, really choppy, But it's able to get small green. SNOA, FRZA, trading in this area here. Let me pull up the trades here. So trading first dip. Let's see where I can get a big. Here's a 5-cent winner on about 1,000 shares. So that was about 50 bucks. So that was pretty much it. I mean, here's a lot of break even, back and forth, 1 step forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 1 step back. Here's a 3-cent winner on 1,000 shares, but double topped. Yeah, this one was a pretty decent one. So it's in 1,250 shares. So some of it at break even. So I was just holding a starter position size at 309, then adding into the push at 307, then adding more at 315, and we got the push up to 320, and then a double topped, and I was able to take my 317 gains, 316, 315, and then I think I sold the rest, maybe my last starter position down here as I was rejecting, but I was able still to get net green for about 3 or 4 cents on 1,000 shares, so that was able to finish SNOA. Small green, FRZA again, small green. FRZA, let me see where the trade I was able to get here. I think it was at the open. So 200, wow, small share size. Yeah, because it was a little bit laggy. So 2 cents there, and then I got 1 cent on 3,000 shares. This is definitely not one trade, but within this 1 minute candle, I maybe have done like 1 or 2, probably like 2 or 3 trades within this 1 minute candle. And at the end of the 1 minute, I netted 1.3 cents on 3,000 shares. So it was about 35 bucks or so. And then I had a dip here at 59, selling at 61. So another 2 cents or so and 750 shares. So that's about another, 15 bucks. And I was able to get 50 bucks on FRZA. So between those two, I was up 100 on the day. And I scalped SPY a little. Actually, I accidentally bought SPY. I meant to buy TQQQ, but bought SPY instead. And closed it, though, for green. But for the FOMC meeting, I was focusing on trading the SQQQ or the TQQQ instead of the SPY because of the less SEC fees. And wow, this is a lot of orders. So let me simplify this for you guys. A lot of orders, but pretty much, I tried to trade this like a small cap. It just never works out. But in this case, it did, because just the news catalyst and the amount of volume, it was able to move like a small cap for a couple minutes. So I was able to sort of trade the momentum on this. Large caps aren't really my thing. Indexes aren't really my thing. But I decided to stick around and kind of see what was going to happen. Here, off the reversal on the low, as the news came out, or after the news came out and Jerome Powell was speaking, I noticed that, so SQQQ is pretty much the opposite of QQQ or TQQQ. So this is the bearish, by going long this, you're pretty much going short TQQQ. So this is the opposite, the inverse ETF of TQQQ. And so buying this is pretty much betting against the Qs and SPY in the market. As Jerome Powell was speaking, I was trying to see if he was going to mention anything about the future rate hikes. So, we did have 75 basis point hike, but I'm trying to anticipate if he's going to say, well, maybe, we're going to start easing off the rate hikes from here on out and, take a passive seat, a more dovish approach instead of hawkish. And if that was the case, then I would be looking to go long the market. And if he didn't say that, and if he even indicated that the market potentially needed, or the economy potentially needed even more aggressive rate hikes in the future, or sustained rate hikes at 0.75, I would look to get short. And so that's what happened. Jerome Powell did not have any indication that he was going to ease off on the rate hikes. So I looked to go long on SQQQ, which is the inverse ETF. And I was able to get in here at 53s and sell at 54s, and took another scalp up in here. It did pull back, and I did get shaken out a little bit here. I kind of bought off VWAP, and then it got shaken out here. It gave back maybe like 20 bucks. And then as it curled back over VWAP, and then we got this dip reclaim, and it started pushing on higher volume and, retesting these highs on SQQQ. That's when I started to hit the throttle. I was in maybe about 100 shares or so. And again, I'm not looking to take huge size on this, because this is the first time I'm really trading something like this, especially during FOMC meeting. And I was still able to pull maybe another 50 or 60 bucks off of this move. And with that, I was able to make about 100 on SQQQ, which put me about 205 on the day. So with that, I finished the day nicely green. Really good to be green again today. Just focusing on being consistent. Like, I'm not trying to shake the boat here. I'm literally just trying to get in and get out with my gains. The market has, the past few days, again, has been in a lull. We'll get one day of momentum, and then it'll drop off. One day of momentum, drop off. One day of momentum, drop off. We'll see when the next day comes. But, I am optimistic for November. I'm much more optimistic for November than the stuff that we got in October. I think it's going to be better than we got in October. So, still optimistic. I'm just going to be focusing on taking my base hits. I'm not thinking I'm really going to be pushing my share size right now. If this is what we're seeing, something like FRZA, like, this does not deserve me to be taking massive size on, because it's so choppy. It's so, you can't really trust it to have that momentum. FRZA, SNOA, like, this does not deserve for me to be in max size or pushing my size to that new highs and trying to get big green. With this type of market, I think it's just best to just get in and get out. So that's my day here, finishing nicely green. I'm going to come back tomorrow and try to do the same thing again. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Check out the links in the description. We have some awesome links. Also check out the Discord. I just launched it on Monday. We just got 22 members, so I'd love to see that grow a little bit more. And I'm now starting to live stream my pre-market watch list and pre-market trading now. So keep coming back for that. I'm going to be doing that regularly. live trading pre-markets. So stop in and say hi tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys in the next video, all right? If you guys are still watching, please hit the like button. Also subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.